Hi, I'm Pete Cohen, and thank you so much for joining me for this short business presentation that Julie and Tim Ward have asked you or invited you to take a look at. Now, I'm a speaker, I'm an author, I'm a coach. I've spent many years of my life working with some of the finest athletes to ever walk the face of the earth. I'm absolutely passionate about helping people be the very, very best that they can be. I've written 18 best-selling books, and myself, Tim and Julie are delighted to be able to share with you what we believe to be one of the best opportunities in the world to create better health and wealth. My goal, my mission in life is to inspire people, to help people achieve whatever it is that they want in their life. And as far as Julie and Tim are concerned, well, you obviously know that they're professional people and have spent large amounts of their life trying to help people to the best of their ability. And we are delighted to be able to share with you this opportunity. I met Julie through her being a part of the coaching program that I had. She's made some great progress. I shared some products with her that she absolutely loved. And then when she looked at this business, she really just thought to herself, wow, this is just incredible. This is something I've really, really got to take advantage of, especially as I get the opportunity to share this with other people. So this is a business that has been going for 4.5 years. And if you told me a few years ago that I would be involved in this, I would just say, no, forget it. And I'll explain to you more about that in a moment. But now this business has completely changed the life of myself and my wife and literally thousands of people. So is this the right business? Well, that is why you have been asked to look at this, so you can decide, is this the sort of business that is right for you? And if it's not, maybe it would be right for somebody else. Look, these are the fastest growing industries in the world, the internet. If you're not online, then your business probably doesn't really exist, especially in the Western world. Home-based businesses. People love the idea of working from home, and many people, in fact, now do. Health and wellness, well, this is an industry that is worth trillions globally, whether it's bottled water, gym membership, organic food, health insurance, it's huge. And what about coffee? Is coffee big business? Well, this is the strange thing of why, as I said earlier, that I never thought I would be in a business like this, because Organo is we're a tea and coffee business, but we have the healthiest tea and coffee in the world. But I didn't drink coffee or tea or hot chocolate. And I've been drinking these products for 4.5 years. I've not had a cough, I've not had a cold. But on top of that, I have been collecting testimonials from people with all sorts of health challenges. Now, look, is coffee a big business? Well, of course, all you have to do is look at this slide and you can quite clearly see that coffee now is the second most traded commodity in the world. It's the most consumed drink after water. And it's here to stay. It is 100% here to stay. And 3% of people around the world will ever give coffee up. It's one of those vices that people might go without alcohol or without sugar. But coffee is just something that, people might leave their house in the morning and have forgotten their kids, but they would never forget to drink coffee. And brand loyalty is such a hard thing for businesses to ascertain. And you probably know that businesses spend millions of pounds trying to get us to buy their product and keep us as their customers. Well, we have so many people all over the world that are coffee and tea. They love it, and it's the only one that they drink. So coffee is not a luxury. It's a part of everyday life. And you can see the statistics here. One of the most consumed beverages, as I said. Largest traded commodity after oil, probably it's going to be number one. 1.6 billion cups are consumed each day, and over 80% of people 18 and older consume coffee. Specialty coffee sales are increasing 20% per year, and crazily, millions of people all over the UK pay £4 per cup. 100 million people drink 3 to 5 cups a day. Now, look, what we have done, what the company Organo, is a genius idea. It has taken one of the healthiest things in nature, which I'll tell you about in a moment, and infused it into something which people do all the time. And how I came across this was, I wasn't looking for this. I was not looking, what I was looking for was a cure, basically. My wife had been diagnosed with a brain tumor. She was given 18 months to live. And I was looking for things. And we found some treatments. And Ganoderma, which is what you see on the right-hand side, the king of herbs in Chinese medicine, it is the king. Ginseng is the queen, and this herb Ganoderma, over 1,800 studies. You can Google it, go on PubMed, which is the biggest medical database in the world, and just Google Ganoderma and see there's 1,800 medical studies on this. Why? What it does to the human body. It helps to dilate blood vessels, so you get more oxygen to your tissues. It helps to minimize inflammation, and inflammation is related to all of the major diseases, from obesity to diabetes to Alzheimer's to every condition you could pretty much think of has an inflammatory aspect to it. Now, people who drink our tea and coffee, you can't taste the herb. That's why it's so genius. It's been infused in such a way that people just don't know. They just think, wow, this is amazing, great tasting coffee. So look, the timing of this opportunity, I think, is crazy because of how big coffee is. But just look at these companies, Starbucks, McDonald's. McDonald's have rebranded themselves. And Ronald McDonald is no more. They had to rebrand themselves. Even Dunkin' Donuts have changed their logo to a coffee cup. And I believe, personally, that we all need to rebrand ourselves. And we all need to think differently about our futures and opportunities to create some sort of security financially. And I know that this business has done that. It's done it for us, and this is no joke. This is the real deal. But what do we have which makes it so much better? Well, as I said, over 2,000 years of history, originally reserved for the royalty. If you were found with this in China and you were not in the Chinese royal family thousands of years ago, first offense, they'd chop your arm off. Second offense, they would kill you. So the only reason that Tim and Julie and myself are in this business is because, of course, it's absolutely unique. We feel great from having drunk the product, and we're excited to be able to share the product with you and the business. Our company, company has no debt. We trade in 53 countries globally. Let me say that again. We trade in 53 countries globally. What does that mean? We are such an ethical company. To trade in countries, it's not straightforward. We have more certifications: eco-certified, USDA, organic, kosher, halal, GMP certified. This company is really going places. And with any great company, you always have great leadership. And I've been very privileged to spend time with all of these people. There's Mr. Bernie Chua in the middle, originally from the Philippines. And he had this great idea. Ideas are such powerful things. Ideas change the world. Steve Jobs had an amazing idea. Bill Gates had an amazing idea. Many of us have had great ideas, but we never do anything about those ideas. But this is a great idea. It's beyond an idea. This is a business. This is something that's been shared with you. His genius idea was to take coffee and infuse it with the number one superfood in the world so everyone consume it. He introduced the gentleman on your left, Mr. Shane Moran, the co-founder of the business, who introduced the business to Mr. Halton Buggs. And again, you can Google these people. Halton Buggs, the chief visionary officer of the business. These guys are so passionate about helping people. And in essence, that's what this business is. It's about who you have helped. It's difficult to be successful in a business like this unless you help the people who really want to do it. And yes, we're a company that gives back. We have an OG Cares Foundation helping underprivileged people. I've seen this in action myself in Morocco when we were there working on an incentive trip. The company Organo gave money to a school for everyone in the school to have books for the next 5 years. Now look, just from a business perspective, I mean, I've written 18 books, and if you said, Pete, which one of your books should I read? I'd say don't read any of my books to start off with. I'd read Think and Grow Rich. This book was published in 1937, and it was written by Napoleon Hill, and it was based on 500 interviews of the most successful people of the early part of last century. People like Alexander Graham Bell, Thomas Edison, Henry Ford, and it was looking at what made these people successful. And we are the only company in history that has a strategic collaboration with the Think and Grow Rich Foundation. I've met Napoleon Hill's grandson, and they were just delighted to work with Organo. And the reason Napoleon Hill's grandson said that if Napoleon Hill had been alive today, he definitely would have gotten involved with Organo. Why? Because what Organo have done is taken everyday people and shown them and helped them create an unbelievable lifestyle. And that's what we all should have the opportunity to do in our lives. And I think many of us are looking for opportunities. It's just, well, what do you pick? What do you choose? So we are the leading brand of Ganoderma-based products. So we have tea, coffee, hot chocolate, we have espresso, we have the herb also in capsules. But I'm absolutely delighted that July this year, we're actually moving into the weight loss business as well, which I'm extremely well known in this area. I was on GMTV for 12 years. We used to do this thing called Inch Loss Island, where we took overweight people away. I'm also known as the weight loss guru. You see, Ganoderma is extremely helpful in helping in the regulation of blood sugar levels, helping suppress appetite, helping minimizing inflammation. So this launched in America about 8 or 9 months ago. We've actually been bringing the product over, and we've had some amazing success with people. 80% of Americans drink coffee. 81% of Americans want to lose weight. What do you reckon in the UK? How big are industries do you think the weight loss and the health and the coffee and the tea market is? And we've got some incredible results with people. According to the Wealth Organization, there are more than 1.4 billion overweight people, and people are looking for results. People are looking for answers, and this really does work. So look, let's touch on this briefly. And look, if you want to take this further, then what we'll do is we'll set up a time to talk about this, because we're only looking for people who are serious. So whether you want to improve your health or your wealth or both, then this is something we would really encourage you to let Tim and Julie know, and we can help you with this. So with Organo, there are 7 ways to get paid. In fact, there's 8 ways. The 8th way is parked on my driveway. It's a Mercedes-Benz, which Organo pay every month for me to drive, because we've built success. I believe people should be rewarded for the success they have. The first way we get paid is just retail, just a simple retail. You buy, you sell, you keep the profit. The second is when someone joins your business, the company rewards you, gives you a small bonus. The third way is this is called a binary system. And this is part of the network marketing industry. And yes, this is a network marketing business, and I was always opposed to it. I thought it wasn't very good. I didn't really understand it, to be honest. And I think often people formulate opinions on things without really ever looking into them. But when you really do look into the network marketing business, it's absolutely essential to understand that this is not a pyramid, even though you see the shape of a pyramid here. And by the way, pyramids are very strong structures, and most industries, or probably pretty much 99.9% of companies, are pyramids, whether it be Tesco's, whether it be whatever it is, Marks and Spencer's. There's someone at the top and there's people at the bottom. With the network marketing model, when you really look at it, you can really start to understand that anyone who comes into your business could build a bigger business than you. And this is something we can help you understand. And this is why people like Bill Gates, actually even Donald Trump, and massively, let me ask you this question, and please take this seriously. If Richard Branson came to you and said, look, I've got some business advice for you, would you listen? Yes, I'm sure you would listen. He is a massive fan. We were at an event with him talking and saying he loves the industry of network marketing because it gives everyone a chance. No massive investment, hardly any investment. You don't have to employ anyone. You don't have to carry stock. So if you are skeptical, that's fine, but let your skepticism at least be open to look at this opportunity with a fresh pair of eyes. And we can explain everything about how you get paid. For us, what's great is the better you do, the more you're rewarded for it. This is the dream car program, where the company gives you money every month towards a black Mercedes. Look, this is a business literally for 50 pounds. It says 40, it's actually 50 with postage and packaging. The Organo give you an account, a website you can buy at wholesale. You can sell at retail. Can you believe that? And you can trade in 53 countries around the world. The others are just different packs that you can get with different amounts of product. Again, we can explain all of this to you. Organo's mission is to be the most admired corporation in the world. We want to capture 1% of the world's market of coffee and tea. And this has represented an estimated 460 million per month in coffee sales. It's an incredible opportunity. And Julie and Tim thought enough of you to be able to share this with you, for your opinion, to raise your own curiosity, for you to go, yep, I'm in this, I want to do it. Where do we start? Or maybe you think you know some people right now who are looking for something outside of what they're doing. Personally, I just want to thank you for taking the time out to watch this and support them. And I look forward to meeting you, potentially working with you, and taking advantage of what I believe to be the best business opportunity I've ever seen. Take care. Have a great day. All the best.